Hey everybody, I'm Rob Freeman and welcome back to Securing the Built Environment. This is episode 155, and in this video we're going to be talking about behind the meter energy storage, or BTM energy storage, and specifically what BTM energy storage is and how it can help your business to save money or help your home and help you save money at home. If you enjoy this video or you learn something, you find something useful about it, please hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel below or just hit the like button. I appreciate that. And if you run an energy storage business, you can go to robfreeman.com and find useful information and tips for securing your business. And you can also schedule an appointment with me to discuss the insurance for your energy storage business. So in this video, we're going to be talking about behind the meter energy storage. And behind the meter BTM refers to a battery system that is installed on the customer side of the utility meter, whether it's a business or a home. And so when you think about the term behind the meter, what you can visualize is when you're outside your building or your home and you're looking at the meter itself, and you're standing outside looking at the meter, and the meter is attached to the building or the home. And so behind that meter is the inside of your home or the building. And that is where the energy storage system is going to be located and where the battery is going to be doing the work. So it's helpful to just think about, what behind the meter means. And behind the meter energy storage systems store electricity from either solar panels or from the grid itself, and then release it for you on demand when you need it on site. And this is in contrast with what they call a front of the meter system, which is really just a utility scale system for battery energy storage that would serve the grid directly. So behind the meter energy storage systems are being adopted slowly, but hopefully they will be more in the future because they have a lot of really useful use cases for businesses. So the first one is called peak shaving or demand charge management. And this refers to the commercial rate structures where utility will charge a significant portion of your bill coming from what's called peak demand charges. And this might be based on like a 15-minute window within your billing cycle where the utility is going to charge you based on that 15-minute window. And that peak demand charge within that 15-minute window could be very, very expensive for some businesses. However, by installing a battery energy storage system, the energy storage system can charge during times of off-peak rates and then discharge during those peak periods. And this has a double benefit of reducing your building's apparent peak demand, and then it can also lower your bills by using lower cost electricity, which is charging the battery during those off-peak hours and then discharging it during the peak hours. So that's the first thing. The second thing is something that a lot of people think about when they think of energy storage, which is just backup power and resilience. And so if you live in an area where you experience lots of grid outages due to storms or fires or just grid stress or unreliable grid, a BTM energy storage system can act like a generator, basically giving you a whole house battery backup that's ready for you whenever you need it. And this helps keep your critical systems going, like your lighting or refrigeration or the computers and your internet, any home security systems. Helps keep all these things online and up and running until your power is restored. Some electric vehicles like the Tesla Cybertruck and the Ford F-150 Lightning can actually serve as a dual purpose of being an EV backup power for your home. So you can have basically your car act as the battery backup system. And I think more and more cars are going to be doing this. So the third thing is what's called solar self-consumption. This is when you have a solar system paired with a behind-the-meter system that can store excess solar production during the day when demand is low and then discharge it at night when demand is high. And this increases your resilience and your independence from the grid because it's basically just using your on-site solar energy for your home or building needs without the need of the grid. So if your system is large enough, in theory, you could be disconnected from the grid and just use your solar system and the battery energy storage system to power your home or your building or your business. And a lot of people are interested in that because they just like the idea of freedom and independence. So then number 4 is what's called demand response and the ability to participate in a demand response system. In some utility markets like CAISO or New York ISO, utilities allow behind-the-meter energy storage systems to enroll in demand response programs or even provide frequency regulation or other grid services. And a demand response system basically allows you to get paid for reducing your demand and discharging your battery to help the grid in times of peak demand. And so basically, a behind-the-meter system can help you earn money in a lot of different ways or save money in a lot of different ways. You can use what's called peak shaving, use the energy storage system to store energy during off-peak hours and then discharge during high peak hours. You can use the energy storage system to help you be more resilient in the event that you have a downtime on your grid where your home or your building is no longer connected. You can also have more freedom to just be independent from the grid if you have an energy storage system paired with a solar system. Or you can also earn incremental revenue from participating in what's called the demand response program, which a lot of utilities offer to help them basically offset the cost. So they basically, it's a way for them to avoid having to build new capacity on the grid in terms of like large, what they call peaker plants, which have to discharge in times of peak demand when, like it's 100 degrees in August and everybody's got their AC on and they don't want anybody else to be adding more demand onto the grid. So they ask for people to participate in these demand response programs and they pay you sometimes significantly in order to do that. So that's basically in a nutshell, that's what behind the meter energy storage systems mean and what they do. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. I appreciate every time you guys watch these videos. And you can schedule an appointment with me at the link below this video as well. Thanks again for watching. I hope you found this useful and have a great day.